So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem. Jim, what is your interpretation of the likely formation here?
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training. And it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
So off we go then. Toma. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mitoma. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? Kubo! And for a moment, time stood still. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well played. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Toma. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Indonesia yet to have an attempt on goal. Driving through the middle. Pings in a diving header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Minamino. And it's Endo. Now it's Minamino. Oh, that's Minamino! Could move up a gear here. Great defending, strong and determined. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the keeper has it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get... He's having a shot! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Endo. Done delicately. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. Drives it in. He's cut it out. It's a Kura. Ball's gone out of play. Indonesia still this single goal behind. And it's Kubo. He is through here. Nicely weighted ball. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to...
Takes a shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 9.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
17.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Toma. Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 8, number 11, coming on the field, number 14, number 7.
Minamino, looking understandably energised after his goal. Indonesia will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, that could cost them.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but Everything else was pretty good.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Indonesia are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
No, he's not getting past him there. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, nice touch.
5 minutes
And the finish! Defending of the desperate variety. Decent enough try.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments.
Header comes in! That's a half-decent try. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Doan. Now, can they get him away? Now, who's going to be first to this? Threads one in. Played through for the wide man. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
But they've got it again. Looking to play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Decent chance! He's delivered all right! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 19.
Indonesia gain their reward with an early goal. And it's Kubo. Played out to the right. Japan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Thinks about the shot. Kubo! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Endo. And it's Minamino. Kubo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's forced to go back.
Japan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
That's a good run down the left. Great ball, and he's in here. Nice interception, well timed.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Japan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking for the run. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Japan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Played out towards the right wing. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Defending of the desperate variety. Japan have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through. That's a sharp pass. The less said about that pass, the better. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Pinches it off him. And the return pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Toma. Minamino. Japan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Can he get onto this? Oh, that's fabulous. Half an hour gone in the second half.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
No, that's been intercepted. Minamino. Toma. Japan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Japan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And a chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he nearly went all the way.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Coming on to replace him is
and it's hoisted clear.
15, Canada. Substitution in progress. 4 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that's that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And he's had a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, what a ball! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, sweet feet. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Minamino. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Kubo. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Minamino. And here's Kubo. Is there any support? He might not need it. And that was very necessary. Now it's Doan. Now here's the point-blank header! Goal! Japan! A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Japan have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Great vision. This looks promising.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Minamino. Oh, nicely intercepted.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Welcome our lads to the field.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Japan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So off we go once more.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Endo. Itakura. And they've got a throw. Toma.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Indonesia still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Foot in. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Number 15, Canada.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
That has been cut short. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And here's Kubo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he plays one through. Kamada! He should have put that one away.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Just a quarter of an hour to play. He's in a great position here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, it's come loose. Now the cross climbs up big. And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
Substitution for Japan. Number 7.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Stood up well to him there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's through and all alone! Goes for a shot!
Added minutes has been indicated.
That's going to go a long way. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
And we're underway. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Pressure coming in from all directions. He's in a great position here. Shot, surely! Oh, that should get the job done.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's really well manoeuvred, and the counter is on. So it is still 0-0. Great chance! He's got to be quick. Oh, he's been caught on it here, and it's come back out to him. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, important interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Uzbekistan finding their passes. And he's intervened well there. Oh, what a ball! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. He's had it taken off him. Has a shot! Oh, that was close. Now it's Shomorodov. Can he get it through? Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. He is starved of space and time. Now it's Shomorodov. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nice control. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's tried one! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Shomorodov gets a good foot in there. Knocks it out wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now that is tidy, really tidy. Now it's Shomorodov. Shomorodov had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Pinches it off him.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Flicked into space. That's a corner kick.
Substitution on the field.
And we have our very first corner.
Number 7, number 14, coming on the field. Number 9,
Uzbekistan looking to
21,
go forward now.
Number 15. Substitutions taking place.
The most accurate pass. Chance here to counter. Foot in.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Shomorodov. Out to the left it goes. Plenty to aim at here. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's in! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moments. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
So that's got things underway. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. And that is as far as they're going to go. Deep cross. Nice physical challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's lost his man here. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Gently done. Tries to pass it through.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
So, what can they make of this? And the counter is on. And it's made its way to him. Brilliantly cut out. Tries to get it clear. Great ball, and he's in here. Picked out brilliantly. Uzbekistan have the chance to go the other way. Played into space out wide. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Looking to play him in. Nicely aimed pass. Can he get it through? Nice control. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Both sides defensively robust up to now. He's in a great position here. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Good running, strong, and he's gone for goal! Oh, belter! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Goal! After 62 minutes is number 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Uzbekistan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice.
Decent chance! He has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Substitution on the field, number 10.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 19.
Uzbekistan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Shomurodov. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
So, time for
Number
changes
13.
on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field, number 21. Number 4.
He'll try to keep this alive.
Substitution in progress.
Uzbekistan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Uzbekistan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. So much time and space here. No foul, says the referee. And he's well positioned here.
Uzbekistan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And he was quick to react. No, that's been intercepted.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
During the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Oman have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So it's down to business here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's made its way to him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, he's been caught napping. Aimed in towards the centre. Gets good distance on it. He's in a good position here. It's anyone's ball now.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
No goals as yet. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Knocks it into space. Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that has left him in a heap. And the keeper's got it again. That's a throw. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Played out wide. A nice touch. Delivers with whip. He's got all. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0. I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Oman are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! He's got a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
United Arab Emirates have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. He'll be disappointed with that. Oman really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's on it, can he get away? And the shot! It's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
United Arab Emirates are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, easy pickings there. This looks promising. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution for Oman, number 19.
We have got changes
Number
here, from
21.
both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field, number 11, number 8. Substitution in progress.
Oman have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
Oman are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
The final 5 minutes. Shifted it to the flank, played back in. He has a look up, and he shoots! And it's in! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Substitutions taking place. 6 added
Oman
minutes
give
have been
themselves a
indicated.
chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He won't be happy with that one. He can run onto that. He's in a great position here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Oman can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone... And a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
United Arab Emirates with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Oman looking to pass their way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That is ended up in no man's land. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That's very neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Couldn't squeeze it through. That has not gone well. Strong running down that left flank. Now there's a fight. He's had a shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Here comes the terrific header. Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
looking wide. And he's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he was quick to react.
There will be 1 minute added
Somewhat
time.
off target. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
The United Arab Emirates clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And the finish! Oh, taken with style. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he's whipped it across. Cleared without hesitation.
The attendance for this match
that
was
is out of play.
80,113.
Showing great feet there. And it's pulled back. Surely now! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Turns back here, probably the best option. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Chance, surely!
Oman really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's going for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
We have got
Number
changes
20,
here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field. Number 10. Number 18. Substitution in progress.
United Arab Emirates are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he could feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
This looks promising. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Delivers the ball. Cleared away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he's managed to get free.
Has been indicated.
And that has been clubbed away. Swings in across.
Look, there has to be more urgent.
That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.